Yes, I lived in my car for 5 years. There is evidence on Instagram. It's linked in my bio, my description, whatever it's called. So let's start at the beginning. I'm going to make this snappy. In 2016, I quit my job to travel. I gave a proper 2 week notice. I moved out of my condo in a responsible manner, sold or donated all of my stuff. I kept a few things in my friend's garage for a little while until they sold their house and I had to move into another friend's storage area where it still resides to this day. I hope to get it out soon. Why did I do it? I did it for fun. I actually did it because I wanted to take an adventure. I thought I was going to hostel hop for a little while and explore the cities of the United States of America, maybe go up to Canada. Well, what ended up happening was I discovered camping. Once I realized that I could camp for free just about anywhere in my car, I decided to go on a longer adventure. My 3 month road trip turned into a 5 year adventure. I traveled all around North America. Uh, First went to Yellowstone, then went to the Grand Tetons. I went up to Canada, came back down, explored the California coast. I ended up exploring the southern coast of the United States, did the entire perimeter of Florida, up to Indiana, all the way up to Alaska to help my uncle build a tiny home, back to Canada, and then basically to California with a lot of little climbing trips in between. I discovered climbing on my trip. So I was going to all the different climbing locations, finding climbing partners along the way. I was a little bit of a daredevil, depending on who you ask. To the hardcore climbers, I'm just a novice. But to the average bear, I said I'd make this snappy. I end up in Mexico during the great coof of 2020. You know what I'm saying? Things got a little wild while I was there. I got into a car accident, had to leave my car in Mexico, took a bus up to Tijuana. There were no flights going out because of the coof and had to walk across the border up to San Diego. And I got a flight to my parents' house from San Diego. I had met someone in Mexico who connected me with someone in Santa Cruz after 5 days of being with my parents. I took a job there, ended up running into some trouble in 2021, left Santa Cruz, ran into some more trouble, and I so badly wanted to get clean. I wanted nothing more in the world to stop using, but I couldn't stop. I felt trapped in my car. I tried a bunch of times to stop on my own and I couldn't do it. All this being said, all the trouble I ran into led me to being placed in a safe house on April 2nd of 2021. And there they required my sobriety. They drug tested me every single week. They breathalyzed me at the same time they drug tested me. And I had to be clean and sober in order to live in that house. Side note, hi, mom. My mom did offer for me to come and live with her a bunch of times. I wanted to figure it out myself. I wanted to handle the situation on my own. I got myself into the situation. There's a lot of reasons that I wanted to figure it out myself. But my mom is a good mom. So send her lots of love. So that is how living in my car for 5 years led me to recovery. I've now been clean and sober for coming up on 3 years. On April 2nd of 2024, it will be 3 years if I make it, God willing. If you're interested in hearing more about this story, if you've got questions, or if you want to know more about anything I just shared, let me know in the comments. I'm so looking forward to hearing from you.